My 38 male wife, 38 female, admitted to me that she has quite an intense crush on her personal trainer. What's the next step? We've been together 15 years, married for 10. In that time, she's always done something fitness-wise, be it running or the gym or cycling. About a year ago, she decided she wanted to be stronger. She started doing weights at the gym, and she was getting there, but around 4 months ago, she said she needed some guidance and started doing sessions with one of the gym's personal trainers. She was really enjoying it, and about a month ago, upped it from 2 sessions a week to 3. There has been a notable change in her strength, and I was happy for her as she seemed really proud of herself. Then this weekend, she dropped a bombshell on May, had noticed our sex life had pretty much come to a stop a couple of months ago, and I spoke to her about it and she said she was sorry. It was just the stress of starting a new job, mixed with the cold weather, and she just wasn't in the mood. I thought that was fair enough, and I'd leave it and let her lead the pace, when she was ready to again. Well, this weekend she told me that she has developed a very intense crush on her PT, and that while she knows crushes happen in relationships, this feels like it's more. She said she finds herself constantly seeking his attention, either at the gym or on social media. She has started tagging him in all her posts, but I just assumed it was more of a giving credit thing. Then she admitted she has started wearing less and less at the gym to get his attention, which is something I hadn't noticed, as she always takes a gym bag with her and gets changed there. She admitted that the last few times we had sex, she fantasized that it was him, and that's why she stopped having sex, as she felt too guilty. Probably the worst thing she told me was that a few days ago she saw him having a personal session with someone else, a younger woman more his age. And she saw them laughing together and she got so jealous and upset she had to leave the gym and go cry in her car. She said he has done nothing to encourage this, and has been nothing but professional throughout all this, and he is not at fault. I don't know what to do. I'm crushed. Do I just sit back and wait for the crush to stop? Do I demand she changes gym and blocks this guy? We've all had crushes in relationships, and eventually they go, but I feel like this one won't. She's alone with him 3 times a week and follows him on all her social media accounts. I feel like distance is how you get over this, but I don't want to come across as controlling. What do you think? She doesn't want to change anything and thinks it will just go away on its own. TLDR. My wife has a crush on her PT, and we are struggling to deal with it. Edit. Thank you for all the replies. There's too many to keep up with. I spoke to her last night and got a bit more information, and then went and spoke to him and got some more. He has done nothing wrong. I'll post an update after work tonight. Update. 4 days later. So I spoke to my wife the night after my original post. I said she needs to leave her personal trainer, quit that gym, and we need to start going to couples counseling. She wasn't happy and started arguing, saying it's only a crush and it'll pass, and she's making good progress, and then started to frame it as me not caring about her health. Once she realized I wasn't budging, she started trying to bargain with me and saying what if she stopped seeing the personal trainer, could she still go to the gym? And if she started having sex with me again, we don't need couples counseling. I lost my temper at this point, I admit, and shouted enough. I want to know everything. Tell me everything you've done. I want to read your messages with him. I want to see these outfits you are wearing. I need to know everything now. She said fine, and stormed off upstairs. She came back down wearing an outfit that was a bit much, to be fair, for the gym in a cold country, but I didn't say anything and asked to see her phone. She said she deleted the messages. When I asked why, she was honest and said she sent him a topless selfie on Christmas Day while I was downstairs cooking the dinner for her bloody family. She then said that while she's confessing, she also kissed another man on a night out in the first year of our relationship. I already knew this because her friend who fancied me at the time told me about it. I asked her why him and not me. What's he got that I haven't? She said nothing, and it was more about the situation than him. She said she's starting to feel regret and like she missed out on her youth. She had a boyfriend from school to her early 20s, was single for a year, and then met me. She said she started to regret not having more fun, and she's starting to enjoy attention from other men more, and especially younger men. When she was telling me originally, she said a couple of times, I'm not planning on doing anything, it's just a fantasy. Unless you want me to do something, with a nervous laughter, and at the time it felt a bit like she wanted to do something but was trying to frame it as my idea, but I never really clicked properly. I asked her if when she told me she was expecting me to give her permission, and she said she genuinely thought because I don't get jealous I'd be okay with it. I still feel like I wasn't being given everything though. The outfit and the kiss. Confession felt like distractions and something was missing. Even telling me about all this in the first place felt a bit like was trying to get her story in before someone else told me. I said I'm going for a drive and then went to the gym to speak to her personal trainer. I approached him and said, I'm not here for trouble. I understand my wife has been harassing you. He wasn't happy being approached this way, which I get, but he asked me who my wife was, and when I told him, he said he knew something like this was going to happen. He told me that he hadn't trained her since Christmas, as he let her go after. She had been sending pictures, plural, not just the one she told me about. He said since then she had kept messaging, but he ignored her. He let me read the messages, and she had sent 12 pictures over a 3-month period. One was fully naked, and when he told her not to send them, she said she was just showing her progress. The worst part though was she was messaging him stuff like, "We've had another argument. Could really do with a session to burn off some anger, and he's out drinking with his friends again. Ignoring me, I'm so lonely," neither of which are true. And then she told him mid-December that she had kicked me out and we were divorcing. With the Christmas Day picture, she even said first Christmas alone. And just last week she messaged him saying I was already seeing someone else. I thanked him and asked him to send me them and went home. When I got home, she was already gone and just wrote me a note saying, "Sorry." She's at her friend's house and we've been texting a bit the last couple of days and have a marriage counselor booked for next week, but I think it's done. I'm not even that bothered about the pictures or the flirting or the outfit. The lying about me and our marital status. I don't drink and we hadn't argued in years. I'm downstairs entertaining her family while she's sending nudes. She's never sent me one. And telling him she's alone. I'm working all this weekend to try and keep my mind busy. Sorry if I don't reply quick enough, and thank you too. Everyone who took the time to read and reply to my last post. TL Doctor, it was a lot worse than she originally let on. Edit. Thank you for all the replies, I really do appreciate it. There's been so many I can't keep up. Thank you to the people who have DM'd me as well, I really appreciate it. I've decided to not bother with marriage counseling and just start divorce proceedings this week. Life really can turn upside in a week. I never thought I'd be single again, but here we are.